I'm from Ontario. Apologies for this being rather long. 7 years old, at a friend's. Stay up super late, for 7-year-olds. Watching horror movies like grown-ups. GIF. We start, as kids do, telling ghost stories. Run out of ones that we've heard of, so we start making some up. Tell him one about a man who stalks the woods around where we live. 2 of us live only a few kilometers apart. He doesn't age, and can pass through shadows. Been around since Indian times. Feeds on lone hikers now, used to slaughter small native tribes. We decide, even though we know we made it up, to go looking for monsters in the woods. Bring his German Shepherd with us, being 7 and not entirely retarded. Get about 2 kilometers from his actual backyard, we're starting to get really in the woods. Dog starts whining, turns back. Kinda weird, that dog's fearless. Keep going for a bit. Flashlights start flickering. Loud crashing sounds. Slightly poop pants. Dog flies out of nearby brush. Thank fuck, just the dog. Just stands in front of us, getting in our way every time we try and go by. Starts alternately whining at us, and growling at something ahead. We try and keep walking, don't want to turn back yet. Dude, your dog is weird. I finally realize that the dog can't block us both. When my friend, let's call him Jason, just realized I didn't name him yet, goes to get by his dog, whose name is Bear, I dart forward as well. Dog can't stop us both. Grabs Jason by the sleeve and pulls him forcibly into the brush. I turn back, make sure he's okay. Shit dude, you okay? All's well, dog won't let me up though. Spend some time trying to calm down Bear. Finally, dumbass dog lets Jason up. We keep walking for a while. Weird sounds, the typical forest at night shit still. Dog gets all weird again. Literal repeat of before, will try and stop us individually, but when we both go to get by at the same time, grabs Jason over me. Turn back again, same shit, calm down dog. Keep walking some more. Whole time, we've been making up more and more fucked up shit about the man. Spooks all wildlife, tracks his prey, sometimes for days, likes his flesh raw and tender, implying young because it's scarier as we're kids. The track we're on loops for a long way around the woods, going through some places we've never been before, even in daylight. Start telling stories we've heard of the lone cabin that's out here, no one's ever seen someone go in or out, but there's often lights on. This part is actually true, but for the sake of the story, I won't explain. Dog's been acting more and more strangely. Usually very loud, inquisitive, and playful, even when we go out at night. Used to do similar things quite often when staying at his place or vice versa, but we've never gone this far into the woods. Eventually dog acts up again, this time much worse than before. Sounds like he's crying. Nosing us the opposite way. Try and get past. Literally bowling us over every time one of us tried to get by. Same strategy as before, wait until Jason's ready, and run. Dog knows what's happening this time, already running at Jason. Grabs him and yanks him down, goes for me. I manage to trip on a root at just the right moment and flail my way by. Runs back to Jason and actually starts dragging him back down the path. Oh well, he'll calm the dog down and catch up on his own. Been walking for a while, maybe more than 5 minutes, but definitely less than 10. Gone around a few bends, can't see Jason or his light. Fork the trails. Decide to wait for Jason, don't want to get split up. Sit down under a large tree. Have a great idea, I'll turn out my light, wait for him and make him shit his pants. He'll have to walk all the way back like a little pussy. Go behind tree after turning light out. Hear rustling noise. Huh, guess there's another dog or something. Better climb the tree in case coyotes. Hear yiping nearly as soon as my hands are on the bark. Yank myself up as fast as possible, climb into the center of the tree, hidden by foliage. Rustling gets louder. An adult is running down the path, from the other direction as fast as he can, long ass hair flying behind him. Oh man, he's really fucking running, better be careful, there's a lot of roots around. Trips. Hear a crack. Fuck, he broke his leg. Probably just sprained an ankle. Starts crawling, then gets up, still moving as fast as possible. Hear sobbing coming from the man. Move to get down tree, try and help. Hears me in the tree. Head whips around. Whispers so I can just hear part of what he said. Up there kid, there's out there. Oh fuck, what? Probably talking about the coyotes, maybe there's a lot of them tonight. Go to ask if he needs help. Immediately shushes me, tells me to shut up and get further into the tree. Do so because adult said to, middle of the night. He lets out a long sigh. Guess you found me then. Oh fucking what? The wild bastards are here? Nope. There's another fucking guy on the path, must have just gotten there, walking slowly, can't really see him, too dark. They both were coming down the same fork. Second guy says something, but I don't understand at all. Nothing like any language I'd heard up to that point in my life. First guy starts trying to hobble away. Second guy laughs, walks at the same pace after him. Suddenly, first guy starts running faster than before. Second guy says something, sounds really fucking weird, and crouches down. Starts sort of half jogging, half running after the first guy, sort of like a woodsman's lope, if you know what that is, but faster. They turn the bends, I can hear the first guy snapping branches and crunching leaves and dirt. Wait? The first guy? What about the second, the one who was talking weird? Look down. Shit, fuck no. He's right beneath me, looking up at me. Says something in that weird language again. Oh god, the guy we made up was real, what the fuck, fuck, I'm gonna die, please, I'll accept Jesus, Allah, Buddha, anything, don't let him eat me. He just stares up at me and smiles. Creepiest fucking smile I've ever seen, guy smiles like a goddamned shark, all teeth, all hunger. I am going to die. Accept it. Make my peace, hope that Jason's okay. Crying, snot running down my face, but I've accepted that I'm going to die. Guy just sits down at the fork in the road. Says something that actually sounded like English, but I was too busy sobbing to understand. What, mama, mister? Try to contain my tears of impending death to hear the man, the last words I might hear, but missed the first part anyway. Guy's voice was like a rusty razor, all rough and raw, but it still was sharp somehow, so it was hard to understand. Down here, youngling, not hunting for babes. Tonight. Chuckles like a sand slide, hey. Pats the ground beside him. No way, I've seen enough movies, read enough fairy tales, he's going to kill me anyway. He gets mad. Get down here, or you'll be caught and eaten. Well fuck, okay, I guess if he's going to kill me either way, may as well not make him mad. Climb down, he's still at the fork across from my tree. Pats the dirt beside him, obviously wants me to sit there. Come, young one, I swear on my own name, I shall not harm you. Read enough fantasy books for this. Fucking evil magic monster, know how to deal with that, what is your name? I managed to stutter. Says something like Nulghulai. Repeat it after him. Yes, young thing. You swear? By my own name, I do. Say it all by my name, Nulghulai, I swear no harm shall come to thee, child. That's 3 times you swore. Guy smiles again, that creepy fucking smile. Clever enough, it seems. Ask him who he is. I never promised you answers, only that I wouldn't hurt you. His speech seems to be getting better and better each sentence. Maybe this monster is one of those misunderstood ones. As I think this, he adjusts the coat he was wearing. Notice the coat is made of some sort of weird fur, and is old, a bit dirty. The shirt underneath is like nothing I've ever seen. Almost looked like one of those doormats, or a boot mat, but all fabric, not rubber. Has all kinds of things hanging from a belt around his chest. hard to see, but my mind immediately populated it with bones, feathers, and a very weird-looking knife. He notices me staring, and asks, "What is it, young one?" He's been pretty polite, and I did get him to swear 3 times, so I'm getting a bit braver. "Your knife, well, I couldn't see it so well." I trail off, not sure where I was going. "Ah, yes, the knife. Would you like to see it? Hold it even?" "Oh, okay, if nothing weird's going to happen." His eyes squint shut, can tell he's a bit annoyed. "I swore no harm, child." "Sorry." "No matter, it is good you are suspicious." Pulls the knife from his belt. "Thing is made from fucking stone. Whole goddamn thing is one big block of stone." He smiles as he hands it over to me. "Thing weighs a ton, holy fuck. Would you like that, child?" "The knife? You do not accept gifts from the Fae, you do not accept gifts from spirits, you do not accept gifts from anything you don't understand, ever." "No, sir, I wouldn't want to take something I wouldn't be able to treat properly." I'll stop actually typing in my stutters, but trust me, at this point it was taking me a good 30-40 seconds to get a sentence out. He smiles that fucked up smile again. "Again, proof you are a clever one, take not gifts from those you don't understand." "Right, but now I remember it's also a great insult in a lot of stories." "Well, I couldn't take it without offering you something in return as well. We'd be at an uneven trade then." "Ah, but you have nothing I want, that you can afford to give, do you?" "Probably not, but no one is going to fucking believe me if I don't come out with something." "Well, maybe we could trade for something smaller then? I have this, and a fable, this being the flashlight. I don't need your false light, but a story is always a great thing. I will trade you a trinket for your tales, but be quick, for I must leave soon." "Okay, it sounds good to me. My story is about these woods." Go on to tell him most of the made-up story Jason and I invented. He chuckles at the end, asks me how I know all this. "Well, I made it up." "You tell a strong story, boy. You have earned your trinket." Pulls a bead from his shirt, presses it to my hand. His hands are cold. Cold like the ground, or the rock he was leaning on, but the bead is colder. Kind of large, but can't see its color in the dark. "I must go now, but you have won this, and my respect for a storyteller. You will not be harmed in these woods." He leans in close. "Oh, what is that smell?" "Smells like cooking and laundry and those jars of stuff in the pantry." "It's nice." Suddenly, it's bright, really bright. Middle of the day bright. Must have fallen asleep waiting for Jason, dreamed it all. Right? Especially when I cannot find the bead. Walk back to Jason's, he sees me from the kitchen, runs outside and hugs me, crying frantically. "I thought you were dead, I thought the man got you, I saw you and him in the forest, but Bear wouldn't let me by, he dragged me all the way home." Ghost Girl has become a bit of a combination legend and inside joke among my friends. The preface won't be in green text, but I'll attempt to green the encounters that I either recall or was told. It all started when I was really small. 3 or 4, my little brother had either not been born yet, or it was the summer after he was born. Being so young, and being in the country did fantastic things for my imagination. I made up all kinds of things, one of which was a young girl I'd play with out by the garden shed. What we'd play would change all the time, but according to my parents, she'd always be, according to me, dressed in a beautiful white dress. I can remember what she looked like, but perhaps that was a distant cousin at a wedding. The distant cousin would have to be from a later time in my life, however. Forgot about her, as children do with their imaginary friends once they get real friends. Poor Jason, he was the one who I was with that night too. Sleepover at Anon's house for the first time. Brand new friend. Woo. Let's play all day, then sneak out at night and play more. Brilliant day, made swords from sticks and fought each other and made up shit all day, did the same when we snuck out at night. We're up on one of the few hills in our area not covered entirely in trees, Can see for quite a ways. See a small figure, in white about half a kilometer away, down the hill by the now broken down shed. Tree had fallen on it, bad winter storm knocked it about, etc. Cool, someone else outside, let's go play with them. Run down the hill toward them. We get there. No one. Mention it to parents in the morning, they explain about my imaginary friend. Huh, weird. About a year later, a month or two after the earlier man in the woods story. Outside, by myself, just being a kid, looking at stars with my shitty telescope. The garden shed is just barely visible from the back of my house. I was sitting in the upstairs dining room with all the lights off, standing on a chair to look out the windows at the stars. It's the best view I had at the time that was still inside. View still shitty. Go out back door for better view. Concrete porch is shit view, giant ass pine tree blocking the sky. Walk to a small hill right beside my house. No trees. Fuck yeah. Hill makes a triangle with my house and the old shed. Happen to look across, and see through trees a white figure. Run over to investigate. See her about 5 meters away this time, run after her. Never catch up, she disappears in the small pine forest behind the shed. Tell my parents about it, again. This time, they're obviously uncomfortable about it, think my insomnia is starting to make me a bit nuts, I suppose. Must have been bad for even a little kid to notice. Don't want me going outside so much at night anymore. Do it anyway, because the hell else am I going to do when I can't sleep? See her a few more times between then, around 8 and 10. One time, I caught up to her. She was in a clearing that I don't remember, and as I was obviously all over my property and the surrounding area, I thought I'd know it all. She whirled around, smiled at me and waved. I asked her name, and she laughed and said something I couldn't hear, or can't remember. After that, I didn't see her for years. Be about 14, with friends. Camping out in my backyard in autumn. Campfire? Time for scary stories. There's about 10 or 12 of us. Most of them have either known me long enough they've heard some of my stories before, or have actually experienced something with me. Tell them the previous story. No one but Jason believes, and he's telling me to shut the fuck up the whole time. He actually leaves the fire, and goes back to my house, that's how upset he is. Comes running back as I'm about 2/3 through, wide-eyed. Guys, you're not going to believe this. The others think we set it up, we were best friends, and were known to work together to scare a friend or two. We'd never tried anything with this many people, though. Assumed he was just going for it, play along because this could be legendary. Ask him what it is, yada yada. Figure he'll say he heard something, or thought he saw something. Just follow me, dude. I get up to follow. Everyone else laughs, says we're not getting them this time. Try to tell them we're not just trying to scare them. Don't believe us, threw marshmallows to get us to lay off. Well, not worth it then. I turn to go sit back down. Jason grabs my arm, I turn back and he's staring me dead in the eye. Trust me man, I need someone else to see this. He's actually scared, I can see it. He's not anything close to actor material, he's always the one who hides and jumps out, which is why it was so strange to me. Okay man, I'll go with you. Since I'm going even without everyone else, they get curious, and follow us too. They're loud, we've been telling scary stories, trying to stay brave. Jason spins around and hisses at them to shut the fuck up or go back. Completely unprecedented for him, they all shut up. We go up the same hill Jason and I saw her from years ago. There are 2 people down there this time, they're nearly glowing white. Everyone else thinks it's some sort of prank on our part, start congratulating us on how well we pulled it off. They were pretty freaked at first. They start going toward them, I go as well, but Jason grabs my arm again, looks me in the eye. I think the other one is you. What? He pulls out my shitty old telescope, where the hell did he even find that? Passes it to me. Fucking hell, it's hard to see, But that definitely looks like a small boy. Look at her, trying to see what she looks like. Suddenly, she seems to realize she's being watched, looks up the hill. There's no coverage up there in the fall, in summer there's at least really long grass. Sees us easily, I see her face as she turns. Biggest, happiest smile a kid could have. Starts walking toward us. Where our fucking friends are. Yell at them, fucking get over here, idiots. Lose track of her yelling. Jason points her out, she's closer. Little boy doesn't seem to notice, is still playing in the trees. We start freaking out, this is the first time she's come to us, and there's another one? Yell and freak out until our friends come running back. Tell us we're fucking dicks. Apparently she was right in the trees all of a sudden, and laughing at them. After the time, I've only ever caught glimpses of her, until about 5 years later. Forgot she existed for 2 years at that point, except as a joke with my friends. Big-ish campout, around 30 people over. Getting drunk as hell, some drugs were going around. Little high, pretty drunk. Remember all the ghost girl shit? We're practically right behind her shed. Try not to panic, you're a big boy now. Look around, check everyone out, move closer to the fire. A friend from the 14-year-old experience is there, call him Steve. Dude, you remembered, didn't you? Yup. Oh man, be cool Steve, don't tell everyone, don't want to be a faggot in front of everyone. He's quiet the rest of the night. Until about 3 in the morning. Starts screaming incomprehensibly. Fuck nigga possessed. Nah, dude, he's just tripping, right? See flash of white in the trees. Not a fun party, after that.